In this video, I'm about to show you the only 10 sports drink brands you are flushing your hard-earned money down the drain with, as well as 5 better options that are actually worth every single cent. Starting with number 10, Gatorade Thirst Quencher. Gatorade dominates massive retail display racks across international grocery stores and high school sports arenas, utilizing multi-million-dollar athletic endorsements and iconic commercial campaigns to position its colorful bottles as the ultimate laboratory standard for cellular hydration. However, analyzing the actual underlying chemical formula exposes a severe nutritional shortcut optimized to minimize manufacturing costs over raw health metrics. Gatorade utilizes high volumes of refined white cane sugars or high fructose corn syrup as its foundational caloric engine, delivering an immediate, high-velocity glycemic load straight to your vascular highways. While top-tier professional athletes burning thousands of calories might process this carbohydrate surge, the average consumer or gym-goer experiences an aggressive spike in blood glucose levels that triggers immediate insulin storage responses from the pancreas. The formula relies almost entirely on isolated sodium chloride and synthetic potassium salts, while completely ignoring vital tracing elements like bioavailable magnesium and zinc, forcing your metabolism to handle a completely unbalanced electrolyte profile entirely. Fields, loops, lanes. Number 9, Powerade. Powerade operates under the global distribution umbrella of the Coca-Cola Company, leveraging massive high-speed manufacturing facilities and heavy corporate sponsorship contracts to position its plastic bottles as the ultimate default hydration choice for active families. Slicing through their high-performance marketing copy exposes a highly processed chemical solution saturated with high fructose corn syrup to keep production costs incredibly low. This intense sugar delivery vehicle places extreme processing strain directly onto your liver tracts, accelerating localized fat accumulation while offering zero complex carbohydrate utility. Powerade attempts to differentiate itself by adding chemically isolated vitamins like niacin and vitamin B6, but these synthetic additives are highly undermethylated and poorly processed by human digestive pathways. The vibrant blue and red hues are achieved by incorporating heavy applications of synthetic food dyes like Blue 1 and Red 40, which are increasingly linked to systemic internal irritation and behavior disruptions across sensitive populations, spaces, panels, tracking loops, parameters, blocks, platforms, systems. Number 8, Body Armor Super Drink. Body Armor attempts to capture dominant market share across contemporary supermarkets by loudly marketing its plastic bottles as a superior, natural alternative to traditional sports drinks because they use a coconut water base. However, pulling back the corporate facade reveals an exceptionally high concentration of pure crystalline fructose mixed into their proprietary flavor formulas. A single standard bottle delivers a crushing sugar load that completely counters any genuine performance benefits of the minimal coconut water concentrate hidden inside. Because the formulation utilizes high heat pasteurization to extend warehouse storage timelines across several months, any natural living food enzymes or fragile micronutrients originally present in the raw fruit inputs are completely decimated. What remains is a flat, engineered sugar fluid stabilized with heavy applications of dipotassium phosphate and synthetic ascorbic acid, forcing your metabolic tracking loops to process high-intensity, unbound sugars disguised as a premium wellness beverage choice. Options, lines, tracks. Number 7, Prime Hydration. Prime Hydration has achieved meteoric transaction volume across global retail networks by leveraging massive social media algorithms and direct influencer marketing campaigns to condition younger generations into treating their colorful bottles as a lifestyle status symbol. Slicing into their technical chemical layout reveals a highly problematic formulation that fails basic athletic physiology standards completely down the roadmaps. Prime relies on an incredibly high ratio of potassium while providing a pathologically low dose of sodium, which is the exact inverse of what the human body actually requires during intense sweating cycles. This severe mineral imbalance can completely disrupt your cellular sodium-potassium pump mechanics, leading to acute muscle cramping, vascular tension, and diminished physical stamina during high-velocity workouts. To maintain their zero sugar claims while masking the natural bitterness of their chemical mineral inputs, they saturate the liquid with intense doses of artificial sucralose and acesulfame potassium, creating a volatile sensory profile that irritates your gut microbiome, tracks loops. Number 6, Propel Fitness Water. Propel Fitness Water targets everyday fitness enthusiasts by promising a clean, zero-calorie electrolyte replenishment experience wrapped in a minimalist, water-adjacent bottle design. But checking the back panel ingredient deck exposes a highly processed chemical fluid matrix designed to maximize corporate retail margins over true physiological health metrics. Propel relies heavily on artificial sucralose and acesulfame potassium to provide extreme artificial sweetness without the calories, introducing complex laboratory compounds that can alter glucose tolerance and trigger sweet receptor confusion inside your metabolic control networks. The formula is stabilized with heavy additions of sodium hexametaphosphate, a texturizing chemical polymer used to keep mineral salts suspended in liquid over long distribution cycles. Wasting your household budget on this engineered water vehicle introduces harsh artificial preservatives and chemical texturizers into your system while offering zero living biological value paths, lines, channels, options, loops. Number 5, Vitamin Water Energy. Vitamin Water Energy occupies extensive premium shelf real estate across urban convenience stores and grocery tracks, commanding top-tier pricing by stamping wholesome health buzzwords like focus and essential nutrients across its labels. Slicing through this clever health washing packaging reveals a highly processed sugar fluid optimized to exploit consumer health consciousness completely. A single bottle packs more refined cane sugar than multiple commercial pastries, flooding your vascular tracts with a massive glycemic load that guarantees an immediate insulin shock. This extreme sugar matrix is blended with a heavy dose of synthetic caffeine and cheap, isolated B vitamins that are chemically synthesized in an industrial lab space. This combination triggers a sudden, volatile surge in resting heart rate and arterial pressure without providing any genuine cellular energy, acting as a predatory metabolic trap that drains your wallet while driving chronic tissue inflammation loops. Number 4, Mio Liquid Water Enhancer. Mio Liquid Water Enhancer captures massive transaction volume by marketing its tiny squeeze bottles as a convenient, customizable way to transform ordinary tap water into an elite, electrolyte-packed sports performance drink. Evaluating the underlying chemical architecture exposes a highly concentrated solution of synthetic laboratory chemicals completely devoid of any organic farming inputs. Mio achieves its intense flavor profiles and visual appearance by using high concentrations of propylene glycol, an industrial chemical humectant used as a solvent, alongside massive applications of artificial sweeteners like sucralose and acesulfame potassium. The vibrant colors rely entirely on synthetic petroleum-derived food dyes like yellow 5 and red 40. Squeezing this chemical concentrate into your hydration tracts forces your liver and kidneys to work overtime to process foreign industrial solvents and texturizers, robbing your system of genuine baseline energy output metrics loops. Number 3, Gatorade Fit. Gatorade Fit represents a reactionary attempt by mass-market beverage conglomerates to retain health-conscious consumers who are actively fleeing their traditional high-sugar product lines across the country. Stamping no added sugar and healthy hydration across the front panel, they trick well-meaning parents and fitness enthusiasts into buying a product that still relies on industrial processing standards. Gatorade Fit replaces refined cane sugars with high doses of stevia, leaf extract, and erythritol to maintain extreme sweetness metrics. But the underlying mineral foundation remains heavily processed and isolated. The vitamins are sprayed into the formula as synthetic, laboratory-isolated ascorbic acid and alpha-tocopherol acetate, which lack the natural cofactors required for proper cellular assimilation. Paying premium currency for this stylized product supports corporate chemical engineering over authentic agricultural purity, wasting your budget down options lines entirely. Number 2, All Sport. All Sport leverages historical brand familiarity across regional discount stores and vending machine pathways to secure quick impulse transactions from value-seeking consumers. Slicing into their corporate formulation tracks reveals that All Sport uses an outdated, highly acidic carbonation framework to simulate a refreshing athletic experience. The inclusion of high levels of carbonation combined with aggressive applications of citric acid creates a liquid that is exceptionally destructive to your stomach lining during high-intensity physical exertion. Drinking this carbonated, High sugar beverage traps gas in your gastrointestinal tract, leading to acute stomach bloating, severe cramping, and localized acid reflux that destroys athletic performance metrics. Saturated with high ratios of corn, sugars, and low-grade chemical flavor systems, this drink functions as a metabolic burden that forces your system to expend energy digesting chemical fillers during crucial recovery states. Number 1. Powerade Zero. Powerade Zero takes the absolute number one avoid spot on this list because it represents the ultimate global benchmark of an industrial default product that consumers buy on total autopilot due to clever zero sugar marketing campaigns. By stripping out the calories, they trick you into thinking you are putting a clean, harmless hydration fluid into your body. In reality, Powerade Zero replaces sugar with an aggressive cocktail of synthetic sweeteners, chemical texturizers, and industrial preservatives designed to fake a fresh taste. The liquid is stabilized using heavy applications of monopotassium phosphate, modified food starch, binders, and sodium benzoate to lock in chemical uniformity across long transport lanes. This highly re-engineered solution conditions your palate to demand extreme synthetic sweetness parameters while offering zero living food enzymes or holistic cellular hydration, making it the most financially and nutritionally predatory option across the modern grocery grid maps. Option loops entirely across borders, setups, channels, maps, layout. Number 5. Harmless Harvest Coconut Water. Harmless Harvest Coconut Water fully earns its premium price tier across the national beverage market because their entire manufacturing framework applies strict biological discipline, organic agricultural science, and uncompromised ingredient safety parameters, choices, lines, layers, blocks, tracks, elements, matrices, structures, paradigms, models, profiles, lines, units. While conventional sports drink giants maximize corporate profit margins by running low-grade chemical mineral concentrates through high-heat processing tracks, Harmless Harvest operates exclusively via minimal, organic whole food extraction, lines, structures, models, paths, configurations, zones, sectors, layouts, formats, elements. Sourced from certified organic Thai coconut orchards free of synthetic pesticides and toxic chemical fertilizers, their raw coconut water is mechanically extracted and kept completely unheated to preserve the complete, undenatured molecular structure of the cells cleanly. They completely banish the integration of high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, chemical texturizers, or isolated synthetic colors entirely. Because the raw fluid is treated using non-thermal microfiltration, it retains an abundance of naturally occurring potassium, bioavailable magnesium, and essential tracing minerals that match the exact osmotic balance of human blood. Turning the bottle over reveals a naturally pink tint caused by the oxidation of native organic antioxidants when exposed to sunlight, proving that you are drinking a living, whole food agricultural beverage asset that provides genuine cellular hydration without inflammation, loops, paths, matrices, maps, structural units, chains, system modules. Number 4. Ultima Replenisher. Ultima Replenisher commands an exceptional reputation inside premium health cases because their direct manufacturing infrastructure is entirely built around clean, zero-sugar, plant-based mineral engineering and complete ingredient transparency levels, options, layouts, tracks, lanes, structures, models, formats, metrics, zones, fields, loops, networks, profiles, components, values, patterns. Instead of utilizing high fructose corn syrups or artificial laboratory sweeteners to force a sweet taste profile completely across channels, lines, layers, parameters, structural variables, Ultima uses a pure, highly purified organic stevia leaf extraction blended with real fruit flavors, layouts, models, profiles, structures, schemes, guidelines, maps, systems, blueprints. Their powder formulas deliver a balanced 6-electrolyte macro profile including bioavailable magnesium citrate, calcium citrate, and potassium chloride that maps perfectly to human muscle recovery demands under stress. They completely avoid the use of synthetic petroleum food dyes, using natural organic colors derived from whole beets and carrot concentrates to maintain visual alignment. Slicing through the minimalist package layout exposes a substantive, non-inflammatory performance asset that completely avoids the localized tissue inflammation linked to ultra-processed commercial food binders, offering elite metabolic support for your hard-earned money tracks. Options, loops entirely, boards, profiles, setups, channels, pieces, elements, parts, sections, configurations, architectures, platforms, workflows, grids, routines, tracks. Number 3. Numa Organic Electrolyte Drink. Numa Organic Electrolyte Drink occupies an elite, high-integrity position across contemporary grocery aisles by completely decoupling its production tracks from the chemical inputs, artificial preservatives, and synthetic colorants that contaminate conventional sports drink lines completely across all fields, spaces, panels, lines, loops, blocks, maps, channels, models. Numa stands firmly as a world-class benchmark of agricultural material purity, crafting their vibrant hydration lines exclusively from certified organic, non-GMO whole foods sourced from sustainable local farmlands, fields, tracks, loops, locations, zones, segments, distribution networks, hubs, centers. Their automated blending kitchens totally reject the addition of refined cane sugars, corn syrups, or synthetic ascorbic acid preservatives designed to fake visual longevity down corporate retail grids. Every batch is built using a base of organic coconut water, concentrate, and real sea salt, ensuring that your quick, everyday meal tracks an abundance of bioavailable vitamins, functional antioxidants, and natural electrolytes, loops, patterns, setup, blocks, units, layers, components, parameters, variables, metrics, elements. Sourcing their elements with strict toxicological parameters ensures zero exposure to industrial additives, delivering a clean, non-inflammatory drink choice that protects your household health budget while providing authentic raw taste quality without compromises entirely across time spaces. Spaces, lines, layouts, profiles, grids, levels, blocks, paths, models, elements, variables, lines, partitions, systems, segments, modules, options, matrices. Number 2. Trace Minerals Research Power Pack. Trace Minerals Research Power Pack delivers legitimate premium value by restoring raw transparency, vertical supply chain integration, and rigorous scientific research to the crowded functional beverage category. Lanes, choices, options, layout, fields, blocks, parameters, paths, models, structures, architectures, tracks, profiles, frameworks, components, pipelines. Trace Minerals Research utilizes an exclusive ionic mineral base extracted directly from the pristine waters of Utah's Great Salt Lake, tracking individual batch numbers from initial environmental sourcing to automated, high-velocity packaging options, frameworks, blueprints, tracks, layouts, loops, networks, locations, segments, centers, stations, lines, units, layers. They completely reject the common industrial shortcut of using cheap filler sugars or high-fructose corn syrup. Instead, they utilize custom mechanical blending processes that infuse the formula with over 72 naturally occurring ionic trace minerals cleanly. This careful material focus protects the natural, undenatured mineral matrices that provide authentic cardiovascular and cellular antioxidant support to your metabolic loops under extreme physical stress. Slicing through a cold glass reveals a clean liquid profile that contains zero artificial dyes, zero added texturizers, and zero synthetic preservatives, proving that clean structural craftsmanship outlasts any high-speed industrial automated alternative tracks. Blueprints perfectly lines, entirely channels, layers, setups, units, blocks, components, pieces, factors, parameters, layers, layouts, lines, completely. Elements, modules, features, metrics, resources, attributes, values, choices, patterns, layers, tracks, pathways, pipelines, lines, platforms. Number 1. Scratch Labs Sport Hydration Mix. Scratch Labs Sport Hydration Mix consistently outperforms mass-market options by engineering their specialty performance drink powders around the absolute highest standards of old-world single-ingredient craftsmanship, real fruit integration, and athletic purity options. Layout profiles, strands, layers, levels, channels, units, structures, systems, tracking, setups, metrics, models, layers, profiles, networks, elements, channels, blocks. Operating with an uncompromising focus on exercise physiology, this brand completely banishes the integration. Reclaiming control over your daily physical energy means looking completely past the flashy lifestyle branding on the front of the plastic bottle and analyzing the strict clinical reality of the ingredient deck on the back panel. If a beverage relies heavily on industrial corn sugars, excessive chemical texturizers, and synthetic petroleum food dyes to force a hydration response, it is actively sabotaging your long-term metabolic health. Instead, invest your daily wellness budget into clean botanical extractions, natural ionic trace minerals, and organic whole food electrolyte infusions that respect your body's native mitochondrial architecture. Choosing clean, high integrity physical hydration protects your cardiovascular system, preserves your natural hormone balance, and delivers real sustained vitality without corporate chemical shortcuts.